Hi guys, it's Steve from Vintage Classics, here with another video for you. Today I know normally I do vintage cards all the time, but I'm gonna preview a few of the 2023, 2024 Tim Hortons hockey cards. Really nice looking set. I just finished the base set, and I got a few extras in a pile here to show you guys. If you haven't seen the cards, they definitely, if you can get your hands on some, they're definitely worthwhile. One of the nicer hockey products I've seen in a while. But like I said, normally it's vintage cards. I have a couple vintage cards I'm going to show you. Start off a little bit here. I picked up this 1961 Nellie Fox, most valuable player. Actually, 1960. Did I say 61? Again, just add to my Hall of Fame collection. It's a nice looking card, though, overall. Then I got a 1987-88 Topps card I sent off to Barry Peterson. You know, being a Bruins fan, he was he's one of the announcers on Nesson, but he was played for the Bruins and he was traded as part of the deal that brought us Cam Neely. I sent a card to him, asked him to autograph it. That came back. So I've been getting more into the through the mail autographs. I used to do it a long time ago in the '80s. I got quite a few of them, Hall of Famers and guys that aren't around anymore to sign. But I sent off a few the other day, and it's the first. This one took about 5 days for Barry Peterson. So to me, that was a pretty fast return. I got a few graded cards here. One with the grading service out of New Hampshire called TGA. Mainly, I have all PSA cards, but this guy's prices are really good. It's like $15 to $20 a card, and the turnaround time is very good. The first one is 1972 Topps Artist Gilmore, which is his rookie card, and it's autographed. He gave it a 7 and authenticated the autograph. So that's Artist Gilmore, 1972. Next up is a 1972 Willie Mays. Got an 8.5. Really nice looking card. Let's see the back of it. Another 1972. This one got a 9, which is great. 1972 Bob Gibson. Trying to get at that glare. I always battle this glare every time I do a video, and every time I say I'll try a different angle. But like I said, this got a 9, so I was happy with that. Next is Carlton Fiska's rookie card, along with Cecil Cooper. That got a 7. Nice looking card too. Next is one of the Bruins' younger players, Oscar Steen. This is a 2002 Upper Deck, 2022 Upper Deck. Boy, I'm having a hard time talking today. It's signed, and it got an 8.5 for the card and a 10 for the autograph. So he's a young kid, young prospect for the Bruins. This one, Jack Akan, defenseman, is no longer in the Bruins organization, but that came back too. That was a 8.5 for the card and a 10 for an autograph also. All right. Oh, and then I was out. My wife and I decided to go to a few antique shops yesterday, and I came across not much in the way of sports cards, but one guy had a few older ones, and I needed some of these 73 ones. I picked up 3 of them. Jose Cardinal. Good player for the Cubs back then. Then I have Game 2 and Game 3 of the World Series. I was surprised I didn't have these. I have most of that set, but I didn't have these 3. All right. Okay. Without further ado, let's get to the Tim Hortons cards. All right, we're going to lead off with Wayne Gretzky, the great one. That's his base card. Like I said, they're really nice looking cards. Put out by the Upper Deck for Tim Hortons. That's Wayne Gretzky. Then one of the subsets sets going on is Record Books. Here's Marcel Dion, LA Kings. Great player. These like this will be easier. Another record breaker, Joe Sakic from the Avalanche. You can see that. These are going to be tough because they're shiny to begin with. All right. Next up, you got Bobby Hull, Chicago Blackhawks. In the back of the record, I should have showed you the one. The back of the record says has this particular one is he recorded 28 hat tricks in his 16 NHL seasons. So it tells you about a specific event or whatever he did. This is another series you have in there. It's called Trendsetters. This is another Bobby Hull. Right. As I said, these are all extras. So if you guys are interested in making a trade or whatever, just in the comments, let me know, and maybe we can work out some deal, because there are some really nice ones in there. Then they have the portrait ones. There's Steve Eisman from the Detroit Red Wings. Oops. Another one, portrait, Mario Lemieux. All right, then you got Tim Horton himself. Card number 1, always in their series. Next up, you got Jean Bellevue from the Montreal Canadiens. All right, what do we got here? Next, you got, let's see, Henry Richard, the Montreal Canadiens. All right, and for my hometown Boston Bruins, Johnny Busick, the Chief. Johnny's one of the nicer guys you'll meet. In fact, I just got this back. I wrote to the Bruins alumni to try to get some addresses and stuff, and they sent me this to Steve. Best regards, Johnny Busick. Type of guy, he'll sign whatever you send to him. He'll sign. He does a lot of shows in the area and stuff too. I've got his autograph quite a few times on different things. All right, back up to these. You got Stan Mikita from the Chicago Blackhawks. Always like the Blackhawks jersey, the red one especially. It's a classic look, one of the original 6 teams, but that's always, as a kid. In fact, as a kid, I had a Blackhawks shirt, along with the Bruins and the North Stars. Here's another Bobby Hull. There you go. All right, next up, you got from the New York Rangers, Brad Park. Great defenseman. Finished his career, didn't finish his career, but finished the latter part of his career. He was with the Bruins before he went on to Detroit, too. But Brad Park was an outstanding defenseman. Unfortunately, he got overshadowed by Bobby Orr during that time. Orr dominated, and rightfully so. But Brad Park was an outstanding defenseman himself. Another great defenseman from the New York Islanders, Dennis Potvin. Key member of that Islander run when they won those cups in the 80s, early 80s. Here's Marcel Dion again from the Kings. That's my favorite King uniform, when they wear the yellow and the purple. Not that crazy about the black and silver they wear today and the white. I like the older look. Okay, I showed you that one already. Gretzky. Here's Paul Coffey. Pictured with the Penguins, a great Edmonton Oiler. Played for a few teams, but Hall of Fame defenseman, outstanding player. From the Toronto Maple Leafs, Doug Gilmour. All right. You can hear that music. That's my daughter playing some music upstairs, so I apologize for that. From the Winnipeg Jets, you got Dale Hodgchuck. There you go. All right, from the Colorado Avalanche. And this one pains me to say, because Ray Bourque went there to win. He won a cup with them, but he's a diehard. I mean, he's a Bruins through and through. But like I said, he finished his career in Colorado. Sorry if my voice hasn't sounded. I've been battling. I was in the hospital for a little while, but I've had some. Hasn't been a good year this year so far for me, but my voice has been. I'm on some medication, and it's doing something to my voice a little bit, making it hoarse. For the Montreal Canadiens, you got great goaltender Patrick Roy. All right, let's see. From the Pittsburgh Penguins, Mario Lemieux. All right. From the Boston Bruins, Adam Oates. From the New York Rangers, Brian Leach, another outstanding defenseman. From the Winnipeg Jets, Teemu Selanne. All right, now let's see. You know what Teemu Selanne's nickname was the Finnish Flash. What does he have points career-wise? He was a scorer. He ended up with 1,457 points in his career in 1,451 games. So he's a sniper for sure. All right, now those were legends. I have the legends set and the regular set. Those guys were legends. These are now the current set, the players playing now. And I got David Pastrnak, the Bruins. My favorite player right now. All right. Next up, we got Adam Fox, New York Rangers. And you got Steven Stamkos from the Lightning. Great player, too. Alex Ovechkin, Washington Capitals. I would love to see him in a Bruins uniform. I just always loved the way he played. I mean, he can score, he can hit, he can fight, he can do it all. Next up from the Edmonton Oilers, Leon Draisaitl. And then you got his line mate, currently the best player in the National Hockey League, Connor McDavid. All right, then you've got from the Winnipeg Jets, Connor Hellebuck. Outstanding goaltender. There's a lot of good goalies in the National Hockey League this year. Being a Bruins fan, we have Jeremy Swayman and Linus Hallmark, but there's so many around the league. Demko, Hellebuck. There's outstanding goaltending in the league. All right, from the Pittsburgh Penguins, Sidney Crosby. Sir Sid. All right, from the Buffalo Sabres, Tage Thompson. Big kid, young player. Going to be a good one. Buffalo's got a lot of talent around. It's just a matter of putting it all together. Hopefully soon that'll happen for them. All right, for the Boston Bruins, Linus Ullmark. Last year's Vezina Trophy winner. There's rumors around here that Bruins may be shopping him. Not that they don't want him, only because we really need another forward, center up front, and a big defenseman. And unfortunately, we don't have the draft picks to trade. We have no picks in the first 3 rounds next year. And the following year, we don't have a first-round pick either. And the Bruins are tied up against the cap space-wise. So it comes down to either got to trade somebody. His name is being floated around along with Jake DeBrusk. So we'll have to see what happens. That deadline is coming up soon. I think it's March 1st. All right, also from the Boston Bruins, now the captain, Brad Marchand. If you're a Bruins fan, you love him. If you're not a Bruins fan, you hate him. All right, from the Vancouver Canucks, Quinn Hughes. Outstanding young defenseman. All right. From the Florida Panthers, Matthew Tkachuk. Boy, did he drive me crazy last year in the playoffs. He did a number on the Bruins. Another guy that I would love to see play in Boston. All right, then you got from the Anaheim Ducks, Mason McTavish. Outstanding young player. From the Boston Bruins, now retired, former captain Patrice Bergeron. Classy guy. Great player. Future Hall of Famer. All right, from the Toronto Maple Leafs, Austin Matthews. Great goal scorer. Point producer. Having a great year this year. Having a great year every year. Hope I say this name right. From the New York Rangers, Igor Shesterkin. The Rangers goaltender. Like I mentioned a little while ago about outstanding goalies in the league. Here's another one right here. There you go. All right, from the Colorado Avalanche, Nathan McKinnon. One of the top players in the league also. All right, from the Toronto Maple Leafs, Mitch Marner. All right, from the Colorado Avalanche, another great defenseman, Cale Makar. Graduated from UMass. My daughter's graduating this spring from UMass, Amherst. The car went there. All right, then you get the Tim Horton card. You get another subset within this one. It's called, let's see, Superstar Showcase. Cale Makar is the first one. And for the Boston Bruins, Patrice Bergeron. Same subset. All right, from the Edmonton Oilers, Connor McDavid. Toronto Maple Leafs, Austin Matthews. And the last card is from the Pittsburgh Penguins, Sidney Crosby. All right, there's 50 of them. I just grabbed those are the ones I have extras of. So like I said, if you have interest in those, by all means, be more than happy to trade with you. I already have the whole set put away, and I really enjoy trading. Trading is kind of a lost art in our hobby. I wish more people would do it. I'm just like everybody else. I buy on eBay and on different sites. I pick up my cards, but my biggest joy is trading. Like my buddy Dan lives out in Western Mass, about 2 hours from here. Was here this past Saturday, and we traded some stuff, and I have more fun doing that than anything else. To me, it's a lost art inside our hobby. Well, kids, I mean, people just don't do it anymore. It'd be great if we could get back to those days. But let's see, what else can we talk about? I said the NHL deadline's coming up. Hopefully your teams are doing well. If not, there's always next year. We just had our fantasy baseball draft for my league yesterday. Pretty happy with the guys. I got Kyle Tucker with my first pick. I was picking 10th out of 10 teams. I never have luck. I was hoping for the middle of the pack, so you don't have to wait too long. But I did get Kyle Tucker, the first pick, and I got Garrett Cole, number 2. So I was really happy with that. I think I have a pretty solid team. I love fantasy baseball. I love fantasy football, baseball, basketball, hockey. I play them all. Basketball I don't do as well in. Hockey I'm not too bad at, but baseball and football I usually do pretty well. So, all right. Well, I really appreciate your time today. Like I said, I'm sorry I haven't made them in the last month. I've only made 1 or 2 videos. I've been under the weather a little bit, like I told you. But I hope everybody's having a good year so far, and your collecting is going well, and hope everything else is going well for you. And like I always like to say, keep on collecting. And until my next video, take care, and thank you for watching.